right, friends. So the purpose of our lesson today is just to kind of set up what our skills block is going to look like. So I want everyone to sing this with me because it's a song that we have sung before. So listen to me first, and then the second time you're going to sing it with me. Sit down and come together, together, together. Sit down and come together, together right now. We're going to play a game to learn about each other. Sit down and come together, together right now. All right, time for you to sing with me. Ready? Sit down and come together, together, together. Sit down and come together, together right now. We're going to play a game to learn about each other. Sit down and come together, together right now. All right, our learning target is just to practice everything that we've learned this week. So the game that our little transition song was talking about is called Step Up. And so what you're going to do is you are going to stand up at your table when you hear something that applies to you. So we are going to have a leader who is going to help us learn more about ourselves and about each other as readers and writers. So whoever the leader is can start with step on up if you enjoy books about blank and fill it in. Our leader could also say, step on up if you like to write about blank, fill it in. So I'm going to do the first one. So I want you to listen. And if it applies to you, you're going to stand up at your seat. All right? So step on up if you like to read about superheroes. If you like to read books about superheroes, you should stand up at your seat. All right, go ahead and have a seat. This time I'm going to say step on up if you like to write about superheroes. And if you like to write stories about superheroes, you're going to stand up at your seat. So stand on up if you like writing about superheroes. All right, have a seat. Now I'm going to let the substitute look for 3 friends who are participating, sitting on their bottoms and doing their best, thinking and are ready to learn. She's going to pick 3 people to be the leader. And you can either say step on up if you like to read books about, or step on up if you like to write about. Either one is fine. All right, and you should be able to sing this song with me now, because we have sung it all week long. So I'm just going to sing it once and you're going to sing it with me. Now it's time to read a letter, a letter, a letter. Now it's time to read a letter and see what it says. All right, we got another mystery envelope. So we are going to read our mission letter 5. Dear first graders, it is late afternoon and I'm sitting on my front porch while the crickets make their merry music nearby. The weather is still mild, so I left my shawl in the kitchen, but I do have a soft pillow to lean on. It's always nice to be comfortable, especially when you get to be my age. My bones can't take those hard wooden chair backs as easily as they used to. Of course, my cup of hot cocoa rests on the table beside me, along with my latest favorite book. Once again, a feeling of happiness comes over me as I sit and write to you. Have I told you yet how excited I am that you're in first grade? That, as you know, was the year that words changed my life. Words told me stories. They taught me about animals, the planets, and people and places all around the world. They took me to places I never would have been able to go before. Words allowed me to tell stories too. They allowed me to tell others how I was feeling, what I cared about, and what I needed. Even right now, words are letting me communicate to you, even though I'm not there with you. Words became my life. I am retired now, but I was a librarian for many years. I took care of books, helped people find information they needed, and read stories to children and adults during story hour. I wrote letters to companies asking them for new books, and I wrote articles to put in our newspaper about activities and projects at the library. I still love words, even after all these years. My wish for you as you begin first grade is that words change your life in some way. Maybe it's through a special book that you read over and over. Maybe it's through something that you write that teaches you what you know or tells a story for others to read. Just like my teacher told me way back in first grade, you can do it too, just like I did. Have a wonderful year. Wishing you the very best now and always, Laura. All right. So now it's time to play a game. So we are going to sing our transition song so we can transition to our game. So I'm going to sing it the first time. The second time, I want you to sing it with me. All right? Now it's time to play a game to help us practice what we know. Now it's time to play a new game. Listen carefully to see how it goes. All right, your turn to listen and sing with me. Now it's time to play a game to help us practice what we know. Now it's time to play a new game. Listen carefully to know how it goes. All right, so listen to our game. All right, so your substitute has a envelope full of review cards. Now your sub is going to pick up a card, and each card has something that we have worked on this week and that you are going to review. So you will all be given a whiteboard, which you can find under our black bench in front of the TV. So you're gonna get one of these. I know some of them are ugly and dirty, but it's okay, they all still work. And then you're gonna need your Expo marker and your eraser. All right. So after your substitute has handed all that stuff out, we're gonna start our game. So if you need to pause the movie, this would be a good time to do so. All right, so the teacher's gonna start drawing cards. And if she tells you to say something, you're gonna say it and respond. And if she tells you to write something, you're gonna write it on your board so that she can walk around and see how much you know. And then she's gonna go through the entire stack of cards. Once we're done, we'll clean off our whiteboards, we'll put them in our book bins, we'll put our markers and our erasers away. All right, now we need to think about what have we been working on and why have we been working on all these things? Why do you think it's important for us to work on all of these things that we've been working on learning this week? We can pause so that you guys can think and discuss. Your next question is, how might words change your life? I'm going to go ahead and pause the video so that you have a time to think and discuss with the class. How might words change your life?